Hey you guys, it is summer and you are invited to barbecues, right? And so whenever you're going to barbecues, a lot of times you have to take a side dish or a treat. And so we're gonna be making 7-layer dip, and it is so easy. And we're gonna start off with some guacamole that's gonna go on top. And so Taylor's here to help me, and this is super simple, but I wanted to share with you, if you are really short on time or you just don't want to mess with it, you can grab some avocados and get our guacamole seasoning. And it's super easy that you just do avocados with some guacamole seasoning to make guacamole, or you can do like what we're gonna do. And so here we go. So we're gonna start with a clove of garlic. And so one thing is when you're shopping for garlic, this is a head of garlic. And shopping for garlic, you wanna think like underwear, whitey tighties, right? So you want a garlic head that is tight. So when you feel on it, it doesn't, you can't really push in, because if it is softer, it means it's old. And then also if you have green shoots coming out the top, then it's going to be old and it's not going to, it's going to have lost its flavor. And so that way, if you have garlic that's like that, plant it in the ground and you can grow your own garlic. So, all right, so good. A little bit harder. So we're using our garlic peeler. So I'm going to really push down on it. There you go. There you go. All right, so that's good. Perfect. And you see, just like that. So this, super easy, the garlic peeler, it peels the garlic so you don't have to have that garlic smell on your hands. So you're going to dump that in here. And so next we're gonna have 1/4 cup of cilantro leaves. And so we've got our herb keeper. And the great thing about this is because when you buy fresh herbs want to stay, they want the water. So you can think of just like flowers that you want to put them in a container of water. And so that's what we've got here is with the herb keeper. And so so I'm just gonna grab off some of our
Did you
cilantro.
put the water in it?
I did put the water in here, and so we're gonna get some cilantro, and so throw that in here. Oops, let's see there. Yeah, throw it in there.
You said throw it.
I did say throw it. So throwing our cilantro in there, and you know when you use cilantro, you can actually even use the stems. They work just as well, and so put the whole thing in there. You don't have to remove the stems. So cilantro is good with the stems.
Wait, is this the same
Is that
stuff
good?
we made before?
No, it's not. This is okay. So what's next, Taylor? So next is we're going to add
Next
in
is
our lime. So we are going to slice the lime, and I didn't bring over a knife to slice our lime. Let's see. We'll use this knife.
But it says
first.
lime juice.
So we're gonna juice the lime, and so where's our citrus peeler?
I don't
Now,
see it.
it's over here, our citrus press. I'm sorry.
We're
So
using
to
this.
get all the juice out of the lime, roll it on the counter, and to get all that juice like activated. And so we are going to use our citrus press. Now, anytime that you use a citrus press, you're going to put it face down into there, and so that way it's going to invert the lime or the lemon. Very good. Yeah. So here, let me see. Let me try. It's a little kind of hard to do. There we go. Get all that juice out. And it say a whole.
Have you been heavy lifting?
I have heavy lifting. So it inverts it, and so that way you get all the juice out of there. Yeah, so try again. Put that in there. My clock is chiming. And next is going to be our avocados. And so avocados, when you purchase an avocado, you want it to give slightly. So you don't want it to be, if it's too hard, you can put it in a brown bag for a couple days, and that will help ripen it. Another way to see if it's ready, so if you press on it and you it gives gently. Here on this, the like little where the stem is, you want to look at it and you want it to be kind of a green. If it's brown, it's too ripe. So that's what we want to look for. And so here we go with our avocado peeler, and this is going to be really sharp. And so it is a knife. So we're going to take the avocado and we're going to put it around here, just kind of down to the pit. Then you're going to be able to just pull it apart like so, and you're going to see you're going to have that here. You're going to take that and just jam it. And once you jam it, this one is like small. Oh my gosh, it's not going to work. So that one didn't want to come out. So here, I'm going to get this brown out of here. And so, all right, so
it's a baby.
then you're going to use the back side of it. This avocado is not cooperating. It has issues. So, all right, and now gonna use the back side of it just to peel it out. What you can also do is you can kind of squeeze it, and that helps to release it, I feel like. And we're gonna just stick that in there. All right, that half, this avocado was not, he was not in the best shape. Okay, so here we go. And just gonna, again, since this is gonna go in the manual food processor, we don't have to slice it up, but Taylor and I love avocado on toast. And so what we'll do is we'll use this, we'll slice it up, and then when it is sliced, we will, I'm just getting those little brown spots out of there. When it's sliced up, we will put some everything bagel seasoning on it, or I should say I do. Taylor doesn't like the everything bagel. All right, ready? One more avocado. So we're gonna use the sharp side to go around here. Careful not to slice your finger open or your hand open. And then now I'm all rough. Okay, let's see if it works this time. So this has a better pit. So stab the pit, really get in there, and now there you go. That one worked properly. Yeah. Thank you for cooperating, avocado. So, all right, ready? Oops, here. I was thinking I was gonna slice it, just like we normally do for avocado toast. So, all right, yeah. So we're just gonna throw this in here. All right, oops.
And then just a little bit of salt.
And a little bit of salt. You wanna put some salt in there while I do this? So Taylor can use our salt and pepper shaker. You wanna take that over there? And she's gonna add in a little bit of salt.
2 tablespoons?
No, it's a half of a teaspoon, I think. Right? Isn't it 1/2? That is 1/2 of a TSP is a teaspoon. And so we're gonna add in this.
Should I?
You can put it right in here. Just sprinkle some in there. You can't overdo it.
Good.
There we go. All right, ready? Perfect. Guacamole, and now we're just gonna mix it up. All right, a little bit more. Like so. Just for good measure. All right, so ready? All right, so you can put the lid on it. And why don't you do that? You can put the lid on it, and we can, now, so the manual food processor is perfect for all of your salsas, and so it has a silicone bottom so you can keep it from going all over the place while you're slicing it. While you're kind of chopping it up. So it's good for anything that has liquid and stuff in it. Otherwise, you could use our food chopper if you're chopping nuts and things. But this is perfect for all those liquid ingredients or things that you want it to kind of stay in the bowl. Ready? Okay. So how are we doing here? Let me give it a try. Let's get it a little bit. So you want to go faster. And just like so. And if you like thick avocado or thick guacamole, then you can do it less. And if you want it to be really like pureed, then do it more. And so, there we go. Perfect. So, perfect guacamole. All right, so there's our first step.
I'm gonna get a chip.
All right, so now that we have our guacamole done, we are going to create the 7-layer dip, and we're going to use our rectangular cool insert. And so I love this. This is perfect for all of your summer get-togethers because first, the lid can go underneath it. So when you're at a barbecue or something, you're not going to lose your lid. It has an insert, so this is where your food is going to go so that it doesn't end up getting everything dirty. And you have these inserts that you can put in the freezer and just keep them in the freezer until you need them. And they're gel inserts that are dishwasher safe. And so if they do get dirty, you have those. So, but this is perfect for all different things. And so we're going to start off, we're going to put our refried beans. And so Taylor is going to open cans. So open the second can. So we've got 2 cans of these, and so this is our can opener. And the can opener, the great thing about this is it doesn't break the seal. It doesn't cut. It actually just releases the seal on the can, and so that way you don't end up, having sharp edges on the can to where you can cut your fingers. And so we're going to use 1.5 cans. Of this for the 7-layer dip, and then for the other half of a can, what I'll probably do is use it for like nachos or something. We eat nachos a lot in our house, and so we'll probably do. I
don't really like nachos.
I know she doesn't like nachos, but I love nachos. Nachos are amazing. And so got it. All right, so you do clockwise all the way around the can, and then you'll feel it like give, and then you do counterclockwise to release it, and then you use the little button to take the the top of it off, all right? So just like that, it's like little dinosaur teeth, right? All right, so we're gonna do half of a can. So let's see how much is half of a can. So, yeah, just like that. All right, so we're gonna spread this here, and then what's next, Taylor? After we spread the beans, what comes next? Over here. So spread the beans on the bottom of the rectangular cool and serve, and then what's our next step?
And then the next thing you put in.
It says then spread the guacamole over the beans. And so you got our guacamole. Taylor's been eating the guacamole with chips because
It's
she
delicious.
loves avocados. And it's kind of funny that the first solid food Taylor ever ate was avocado. And I think that's why she loves avocado so much. You think?
I only like it with salt. If you put salt on avocado, I will eat it.
Yeah, there you go. Just salt and avocado.
Even
Right.
if it
You ready?
isn't
You want to
even
put the guacamole over top of this so you can just kind of scoop it out
even
over top of our dip?
like even if it's not even on bread, I would still eat it.
There. All right, so got that. All right, so then we're just taking, kind of scoop it around like a little dollop it over that. All right, there you go. All right, more. And there we go. Plop that on there. And then the next step, so here, if you want to work on that, so you want to take it and kind of spread it around, and I'll start working on this. And so this is our measure all cup, and so the 1 cup measure all cup. We also have a 2 cup, and we also have a little tiny one that's for the like little bits. But the great thing about this is you can do liquids or solids, and so I'll show you how to do both so that you can see. Now this, if you are using it for solids, perfect for sour cream, mayonnaise, peanut butter, all those things. So you'll use it like this to where you press it down. So I don't want to get it all over my hands, and so just like that, and I did it anyways. Okay, so press it down until you get to the measurement that you need, and then you can just plop it out.
That's good.
Just like that. And if you're using liquids, you just have it flush, put together like this, and then you just fill up the other side, and it even has a little pour spout. So like that, and then we're gonna put our seasoning. And so, so where's our Tex-Mex? And so you can use Tex-Mex seasoning, which is amazing, or you can use, yes, so spread that around. Or if you don't want to use Tex-Mex, you could also use, taco seasoning. And this is a tablespoon. We're gonna just dump a lid full is a tablespoon.
So
just like that,
dinner?
add that. We're gonna have this with our dinner. And so amazing. What do you think that we're gonna have for dinner tonight?
This is hard.
What do you think we'll have for dinner tonight with this? And we're just gonna mix in that Tex-Mex. Chicken nachos. You are correct. We're gonna do chicken nachos. Perfect. All right. So just like that.
I just guessed because it kind of seemed like something you would.
It does,
like,
doesn't
eat
it?
with
So mix that
nachos,
together.
And then you would.
And put that aside. And so now, so actually, oh, sorry. Now we're gonna put this over top of that.
This is hard to spread. Like,
yeah.
not every square inch is going to be covered.
So that's okay. All right. So we're just put the best that we can, a little bit here, a little bit there. So here we go. So just kind of spreading that around. Just basically, you just want to have it to where you have a little bit everywhere, so that if somebody, like if you were to scoop it out at a barbecue, then you would have it. All right. So then now we're gonna take this. And Taylor, you want to open that can of olives, and then also, can you open the jar of?
Yeah, I'm your can opener.
I'm
your can.
We're gonna open a jar of chicken funky thick and chunky
If you want to
salsa.
read it, she forgot how to read for a second.
Thick and chunky salsa.
Did you say chunky?
I said chicken funky. So pampered, not perfect. We just kind of go with it, right?
Yes.
So, all right. So you got to be able to just have
So
fun
does
and
this
laugh
have
yourself.
7 layers?
It does have 7 layers. How many layers do we have so far?
3.
3. Okay. So how many more do we have?
4.
Good job. 4. Just like so.
Give me a second to
Layer
think.
number 3. Yep, I did. Okay.
4.
Okay, so next is going to go the chicken. I can't say that. Thick and chunky salsa. Now, this is one of my favorite tools, and you can either mount it under your counter or you can have it handheld. And so all the jars, so super easy is you just take it and it fits all size jars. Push it in, and just like that, you can pop the lids off. And so jar opener, super great to have. And so, all right, so we are going to, so we're gonna drain the olives, and we're going to add in 1.5 cups of salsa. So go with the big Measure All cup. Let's see if I can do it without making a huge mess.
How am I going to drain it?
So I have something for you. Okay, so here we go. So it's going down. All right, mine is very loose because I've had it for a long time. Did it splash on you? So pop. Sorry. Oops.
I felt it, but I can't see it.
And I'm just gonna spread.
I literally felt it, but I can't see it.
How many layers is this now? This is number 4. So number 4 is our salsa. So adding a little salsa. You could also make homemade salsa. So we took a shortcut with this here.
Yeah, because we did.
Okay. So next.
Because we did the beans, the.
Next is going to be cheese, tomatoes, and olives. And so let's start off, we're gonna do some cheese. And so let's grate some cheese. Now, when you buy cheese, it has an ingredient called cellulose powder. And cellulose powder, that is literally sawdust in your cheese. And so we like to buy block cheese. And one of my favorite things to do is to get the big blocks like this. And then grate a whole bunch of cheese, and then we have it all week long. So I'll do it like once a week. We'll grate a whole big block of cheese, and then use it all week long. And so this is our microplane grater. So there's a microplane fine grate. This is the microplane coarse grater. And so you just push the little button down, and it opens it up. It also has these legs that serve to hold it in place like this. But the great thing about those also is it will hold it on the side of a bowl, so that as you are grating, it doesn't go flying off the bowl. And so here we go. All right, ready? So we're just gonna grate some cheese.
Cheese for like
so
maybe
we're gonna
2
grate.
weeks.
It says 6 ounces. So we're just gonna grate a bunch. This is one of those things. Cheese and chocolate you can never have enough of, right? So, and then if you get a chocolate cheesecake, that's the best, right? So just grate a whole bunch of cheese, and then Taylor, you can like kind of put it over top of there, over top of our thing, so you can see how fast that can grate that, just like so. All right, big block of cheese. And so we're just gonna toss that over top. And so, I don't know if you have to use that much. Just kind of spread it out over top of it. Woo, that's a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
So, all right, so how many layers do we have now?
5.
So, all right, so what's left?
2 more layers.
What is left?
I don't know.
Are you sure this is 5?
Yeah. We did beans, guacamole, this stuff,
Oh yeah, because tomatoes. So next up is gonna be tomatoes. And here is our flexible cutting mats, which is fold. And so let's see, we've got our tomatoes. And so, so this is our tomato knife, and I love because the serrated blade. So we're gonna slice these, and
it kind of looks like a bread knife.
It does look like a bread knife, because that's kind of what it is.
It's like a bread knife, but metal.
It's like, oh! Salsa on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
So, whoops. I'm so glad that our house is clean today so that I can make a mess. So,
I want to see.
One of my big goals with my business was to make enough money that I could hire a house cleaner, and it has been a huge blessing.
Well,
So I'm very thankful for that our house cleaner came today, and our floors were clean up until the time I just dumped. Up until the point that I just dumped that salsa all over the floor. And so, all right, so here we go. So we're going to sprinkle tomatoes, and then the last step, Taylor, is going to be I'm not gonna put, I know that our family is not a big fan of tomatoes. I love tomatoes, so we're just gonna put a little bit of tomatoes there. And now the next step is going to be,
and Dad can always take them out.
this is true, he could always take them out. Next is gonna be olives. Now, with our olives.
Wait, but another thing he doesn't like on this is cilantro and the guacamole.
Yes. So, okay, so a can of olives, and we have this can strainer. I love the can strainer. So you hold it over top of it, and I have a bowl here, and so we're going to hold it down, and then you're gonna just strain it like so.
Oh my gosh, it looks like soda. Don't mistake that for soda.
Don't drink the olive juice as soda. So just like so. And so super easy to drain. And then we are going to use one of the things that I have used ever since our oldest son Christian was a baby, and that is the egg slicer. I love this because my old egg slicers ended up in the garbage because you couldn't replace this piece. But with ours, you can actually buy replacement parts. And so we have lots of different replacement parts for tools. So if you lose something, but for this, we are going to, we're going to just to slice up some olives. Now, it also, of course, you can use it for eggs. We use it for strawberries. We use it for bananas. Like when the kids were little, we used to use it for bananas. So that was my big use for it. Outside of using it for olives and eggs, we also use it for bananas. And so that's always been a great thing as well. So, all right, so here we go. Super easy peasy, just like that.
I just drank a little bit of
and it is done. Our 7-layer salad. It's not a salad. 7-layer dip. Our 7-layer dip, just like so. All right, so good. That is layer number 7, Taylor. Look, it's done.
I just drank a little
See,
bit.
we are ready to go to a barbecue. Good job, Taylor.
We're not even doing it. I'd like to eat outside though.